enough for you all.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna put a blanket over this right now. If you haven't played Resident Evil 9, maybe tune out the conversation a little bit. There's probably gonna be slight spoilers. James and I have beaten the game already, and will likely talk about it to some capacity. If you don't want that, be warned. With that, that's your warning. Welcome to Inscryption. We gaming again.
We are in fact gaming.
Inscripting.
Before we start though, today we're sponsored by Watermelon Peelers.
Sponsored by Peelers, not actually.
legal affront. We're not. But
Peelers are goats.
dude, try watermelon.
Watermelon peelers.
Try watermelon.
So the whole gimmick with these guys is you can peel the jelly out of the fruit casing.
But like, why would you do that?
It's really stupid.
My hands are sticky.
Yeah, my hands are all sticky. Botopia used to be safe for travelers.
I do not remember
Now
what happened
robots
last.
fuck all the major roads.
And now this is what we're playing. Okay.
So we finished Act 2,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the part that was like the overworld, like RPG-ish type one.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, the robot guy is like, "Hey, you stupid idiot. You guys are all stupid. You're not good enough to run the game." And he took over. So now we're here.
Okay.
And it's back to like the same type of thing that Act 1 was, but different. Yeah.
I'm trying to look at the
Technology.
chat right now.
We have an extra lane now too. We have 5.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so a little bit more combat room.
Robot man.
Now we're all doing energy and stuff.
That's what Kojima would name them.
Energy man.
Robot Man.
Robot man.
Robo-Man. Manbot.
These
John
are
Robo.
fucking good.
I don't know why, but I feel like the watermelon peelers kind of taste like the rind.
The rind of a watermelon.
Kinda.
Yeah.
I like it though. I don't know. I like the shape and like. I like the shape and feel of this one the most in my mouth.
They are kind of. It's kind of a stimmy snack. Not gonna lie.
That's a good way to put it.
I can peel the
Stimmy snack.
Yeah.
It's like chewy on the outside.
no gooey in the middle.
I love it when it's gooey in the middle. Does anyone have any long johns?
I get overstimulated around Valentine's Day. And you bite into a chocolate just expecting regular chocolate, and it's like filled with like cherry slime.
Oh my god, I fucking hate chocolate like that. I like the truffle chocolates or whatever that you get in those things. But yeah, when you take a bite into one, it's just like orange slime or like it's just because it's so watered down.
Yeah.
Like the caramel ones even, it'll just be like the viscosity of water into your mouth. It's like, this is not caramel.
It burns your throat.
Yeah, it's just like caramel fucking syrup.
Mhm.
Like they put in a coffee. Terrible.
The worst thing are the like chocolate cherries.
Yeah.
Those are
Oh,
horrible.
yeah.
Dude, you don't understand how many times I've been burned by those. Because I've been like drunk or just a child. Because I love cherries and I love chocolate. So I'm like, oh, that sounds fucking delicious. And it's just like,
If they put that fucking syrupy ass shit in them, they'd be good.
yeah, it's just so, it's like,
Even if it was just like a fake cherry.
I bet if you froze them, they'd be a lot better.
I just want to get like
Probably.
I just want to get like a fondue maker.
I didn't think of that.
Or even honestly, all you'd have to really do is get like Masachino cherries. I don't remember what they're actually called. I always forget if it's Chiro or whatever. The little fucking red, yummy sweet cherries.
Yeah. they got
Melt some
ice cream.
melt some chocolate, pour that over the cherries, and then just put that in the freezer. And you kind of have the same thing.
Yeah.
I wonder how good that even would really even be. I'm sure it'd be fine, but I don't know if it'd be even worth
Yeah.
the effort of doing it.
When you first handed me the lemon, I thought it was fucking a lemon.
Like a sour.
Yeah, lemon heads are probably like my biggest F tier.
Yeah, I don't mind. I like sour candy enough. I don't really like hard candy.
Yeah.
I think my problem with hard candy is autism, because I'm like way too impatient. So I like don't want to just sit and like suck on it. I want to like chew it.
Gummy.
Yeah. So I'll like chew on something like way before it should be done. I'm like, oh, my tooth.
Jawbreaker.
Yeah. I'll like suck down like half of a jawbreaker and be like, it's time.
I did when I
You're like a sucker.
I guess like my version would be like
Spooky ass music, bro.
my peelers.
My peelers. I'm imagining fucking. I'm sorry. Say what you're gonna say.
Like peanut M&Ms. I would bite all the chocolate off to where it's just the peanut,
Yeah.
and then eat the peanut.
I don't like peanuts. I like peanut butter. Don't like peanuts.
Love chocolate and nuts together.
I got one of those things.
I was waiting for it.
Chocolate. Coming out my starfish.
Introducing.
Make some noise!
Make some noise for the chocolate
starfish! Move in and move out! Hands up, hands down!
Back up.
What you gonna do now?
Keep rolling.
Dude, I gotta make like a character that's just fucking him, but just like always on the verge of tears.
He already sounds like
I
the dog
know,
on the
I
verge
know.
of tears.
Just gonna like feed into
I
it.
fucking hate my life. I hate everything.
Cause we don't. If you don't care, then we don't care.
Somebody
I don't fucking care about anything.
I remember fighting somebody in Soul Calibur online who had a fucking Fred Durst character.
Fire.
Limp Biscuit.
I was like, oh yeah, he would be easy as fuck to make.
Well, I'm trying to think of the line. Everybody sucks.
It's one of those things.
It's one of those days. It's all about the he said, she said bullshit. Stop talking that shit. I was man you with a fat lip.
Like the 49ers. I love the 49ers.
Oh yeah, who's the gay YouTuber?
Shane Dawson?
James Charles. There we go. The goat.
Canceled.
That's one of them.
Not the goat. That's right, not the goat. James Charles. But when you said my peelers, that's what I meant. Who I imagined saying that. my peelers. So my peelers. That's what he calls his audience. Hey peelers.
What did he actually say again?
Something ease. What was it? Hey girlies. It wasn't that. What was it?
I think it was. Oh no, it wasn't.
Well, hey sisters. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Hey sisters. Yeah, I don't want to slang accusations on the air. Do your own research. But didn't he like relentlessly go after straight men?
Yeah, but one was really, really bad.
Yeah. I
Like
don't.
sexual assault.
Was it like physical level or just like online relentlessly?
Either way.
Well, yeah, I mean, either way, yes, but like one is being a creep and one is being like an actual sex offender, I guess. I mean, they're both wrong, but I didn't know if he had actually like taken advantage of people physically or if he was just a weirdo being like, be gay for me, turn
It reminds me
gay.
of this fucking
I think
kid
that was
we
his
went to middle
fetish.
school with. who he would always be like flirting with me, and he would like lay down next to me and like push his butt up in the air like this.
Yeah, that's extremely weird.
Yeah, what the fuck was his name? Everybody knew him. Alec had a crush on him.
Was he actually homosexual, or was he just?
I think he was partly.
Yeah.
A little bit at least.
Well, I mean, there was people I knew in middle school or in high school that acted like gay, but weren't actually gay. They were
Just
just.
kind of a class
It was just
clown.
kind of the joke thing to do, you know.
Yeah. Wasn't like, what was it, Dawson or something like that?
I mean, I wasn't like openly bi or gay or anything at
Really?
school, but I made gay jokes quite often.
But yeah, it started getting to the point where I genuinely had to tell him no.
Yeah, you gotta put your foot down.
Yeah, leave me alone, dude. You're weird.
Think boundaries.
That.
Well, even then,
Robocalls.
like, I went through, because that was like my experimenting time
Sure,
when I
sure.
was figuring out who I was
Mhm.
sexually.
Mhm.
I let this kid, his name was Sam. He's a friend of the group.
Is that his
Let- I
actual
let him-
name?
Yeah. I'm not gonna say his last
I mean,
name,
I know
sure.
which one you're talking
I
about.
don't think it matters. I guess if you're not saying the last name, yeah, it doesn't matter.
but he, I
Continue.
let him kiss me on the cheek,
Mhm.
and I felt absolutely nothing. Yeah. Turns out I'm straight. But that was after. This was before he started getting all weird.
Yeah, well, even either way, that's not even like an experimental thing of like, do I like this? It's more just like, this guy's just getting in my personal
Yeah.
space.
Even if I was gay.
It would be.
Out of
yeah.
here. Get off of me.
I feel like boundaries are a thing that like don't really get taught.
And the one thing he would say, he was like, oh, if you were a girl,
It's so weird, bro.
which, to give him credit, I did look very feminine back then.
I don't know if you need to give him any credit. That's just kind of weird,
yeah,
man.
it's just
Yeah.
predatory.
Yeah, he was.
Very odd. Well, Sam.
Ran into him years later, and let me hit his card.
Oh, you're chill.
Sam wasn't the same dude who was being weird.
Oh, that was the guy who kissed you on
Sam
the
was
face.
my
Sam was the
actual
homie.
friend.
Sam, you're a homie. Other guy, like he name dropped the guy who he name dropped the homie who gave you a kiss on the cheek, but not the weirdo.
I can't remember his name.
you're I know.
It was a Jared.
I'm just imagining.
Something.
I'm just imagining being Sam and just listening to this and be like,
He had like
what
blonde,
the fuck?
poofy hair, total glass clown.
I didn't know enough people by name.
Well, you didn't go to Millingworth Middle.
Oh, you're talking about middle school.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can't think
No,
of it.
only girls were predatory towards me in high school. I sound like Nick.
Yeah.
Papa Me.
Yeah.
That reminds me of something that happened to my buddy once.
Reminds me of the time my mom. I like the one where he forfeit a magic game because the guy kept farting. It smelled so bad they didn't want to play anymore at a tournament with his uncle, and then
EZW.
he walked up to his uncle and he's like, "I forfeit." He's like, "Why do I even bring you to these?"
I like what was it, the biker video? Or no, what was the last one?
The one that just came out.
Yeah.
What was it? Fucking cat. It has something to do with religion?
Yeah.
Hey, look.
Something to do with mega churches
Yeah.
or like super rich pastors.
False prophets on the internet.
Yeah.
Of the internet.
I was watching that, and now he's like, Maybe it was the Harley one, but he was like, he's actually starting to have to like cut Nick off.
Yeah, he has 2 Nick stops per video. Nick stop. I like how the Hunter tip has like become an actual thing, dude.
Yeah.
Hunter tip. Maybe don't molest people. They're always shit like that. Hey, Hunter tip.
Maybe.
Don't bring a gun into Walmart.
Plain shoot ski. He's trying to
Taking
kill
that
me.
Scalp of yours.
Hunter
What the
Step is
fuck?
always fucking common sense.
Yeah. Hunter tip.
Don't be a pussy. It's my tip. Don't be a little bitch.
Hunter tip.
Ow!
I still think the story
B.
from Creepcast about his grandpa and the dog is one of the greatest things of all time. Also, just how much fucking Wendigoon is losing his shit the entire time. Then he calls his mom.
So what I'm confused about is who flies? Because they're in the same room when they do Creepcast now, right?
No.
Not always.
Not all the time.
They mostly are remote, but they'll like Isaiah will come to visit. It's Hunter's set, I believe.
Mm.
Papa Meat's set.
Yes.
Isaiah will show up and they'll do a batch of episodes together, and then he goes home.
That makes sense.
The goats just got enough money to do that, just to
Yeah.
have that set there.
I've seen. I know you'd see more if you had his like Patreon or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like I've seen like a little bit of like the inside of his warehouse and all the puppets and shit that he has.
Yeah,
going on.
dude.
Shit, cool.
Dream, Scared-Stoopid dream is to have some shit like that.
Yeah.
It would be. There's just so many cool things we could do at some point. I do want to explore like stop motion at one point. I think that'd be kind of a fun. But that would have to be a very short project. Because that shit's gonna take forever. Damn. Get the double gunner out. This game's cool.
Got him.
I like
Aw.
all the switch ups and themes. I really like how the floppy disk is like your draw pile.
Yup. It's just a neat game. Like the whole. I didn't know it had like an ARG with it too. That's gonna be really cool to get into. Because the game itself is already cool enough of like how it like throws you for a loop and like all the hidden lore and the found footage stuff and.
Yeah, it just goes beyond just like a horror card game.
Mm-hmm.
And even with the card game stuff, it's like it's very simple, but each like arc of the game switches up enough to where it feels very fresh every time you're playing.
Oh, we can get up.
We're in a brand new room.
Ooh, what? Ooh, what?
This is a funky looking place.
The ball of darkness.
How annoying. The other scribe's junk sometimes glitches in here.
How old?
Yeah, sit on the person's lap who's
Yeah.
holding the fucking key.
That's what she does.
Why couldn't you sit on my lap?
How old do you guys think Hunter is?
He's always lying about it.
I don't believe he is as old as he says he is
He's not
because
40.
he's a liar.
Yeah.
He could. I think he could easily be 40 though. I mean, look at Jerma, and look at him. I don't. I would say he's definitely past his 20s.
The pictures I've seen of him.
I think he's like 36.
That is more believable.
It's weird to me that he would lie about 43 though.
But like in
When
one
he-
of his recent videos, he's like, "I'm 26 or something."
Yeah, it's total bull. He was in college in the 2000s, I'm pretty sure. So I don't think it's that crazy for him to be.
I think it's just these new generation growing up. People age so much fucking slower.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's 40.
Board
He
wise.
gives
But
me,
I think
if he
he's-
is 40, he gives me hope. Because he has a full head of curly hair.
Yeah. He's pretty close.
He's not balding.
I'd say he has to be pretty close.
I would believe 32 through 35.
I gotta like see. Let's see. Meat Canyon College. This is so fucked up.
Like, there's no way. He's only. There's no way. He is only 7 years younger than my fucking dad. But it's like the pictures he showed of himself from college. It doesn't really look like the early 2000s. It kind of looks like the 2010s.
Well, look at this.
That could easily be 2010s.
I mean, it could be 2010, but
Or like the late 2000s.
yeah, I mean, even then, the 2008 is almost 20 years ago.
Oh my god, that's true.
You know what I mean? So if he was 20 in 2008, he's damn near 40.
That's crazy. May we all age like that.
I feel like when he came on to scene as Papa Meat, he was like early to mid 30s, and now he is at the end of his 30s. Because he still has like a youthful appearance, 100%.
Yeah.
But he's gotten to a point where you can definitely see the age in his eyes. My favorite thing about Meat Canyon, I do not know how this dude keeps his sponsors. When you watch him, half the time it's go to thisthing.com and you can get this.
He only has high energy for gamer subs.
Yeah, and he's like holding the product like, or he'll just be like, go to gamerdup.com to get gamerdup.com. You know, just like taking the piss out of it completely. He does not hide when he's like, does not want to be there. You can tell with his energy in Creepcast episodes too, where right out the gate he's like, well, Hunter doesn't want to be recording this episode already. Yeah, this is crazy.
I didn't mean to watch their Ronald McDonald House.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I read it back in middle school. And I saw
Did
it.
you?
I've forgotten like everything.
I did not.
Maybe I didn't read it. Maybe I listened to it. Might have listened to a different narrator.
Did you sit through all of Happy Appy?
I haven't watched that one.
Don't. That's the one that made me write in the Instagram like, they gotta rein it in. I don't know if I can deal with this much longer. Cause you remember when? Have you heard them read? I dared my best friend to ruin my life.
Mm.
It's a 4.5 hour long story that was just terrible, but Hunter didn't break until like there was like 1 hour left to go, I think, before he like just went crazy. But with Happy Appy, it was 20 minutes in before he's like, I can't do this again for 4 more hours. And it's a 4 hour long video. And he's already crashing out 20 minutes in. Well, it's just fucking, I don't know why they would read it. I get that they're doing like classic creepypastas and stuff too, but it's like, it's just an apple that like kills children. That's all the like hour long of me reading it was just a kid talking about him watching a children's TV show. And it's like, I sat down and watched another episode, and Happy Appy walked into the forest and there were 2 kids, and then Happy Appy walked off screen with the 2 kids, and then all you could hear was screaming, and then when he came back he was covered in blood, and that's like the entire story, seemingly. It's like, oh my god, guys, please just read something fucking creepy again. I will say, the one they did before the Ronald McDonald House one, it was like a grab bag. They did like 4 stories, I think. I not saying 4 of 4 weren't good, but 3 out of 4 were like certifiably good. I remember them being good. I can't remember the 4th one, but it's very good. There, it's like a child dies in the family, and they like send it down to like the sewers, and it becomes like amongst this like big malformation of like corpses, like living corpses, because the kid's gonna die, and the father's like, a boy like that shouldn't die this young, he deserves to live forever. So he is like, yeah, he isn't dead, but he's not, alive. He's a part of this fucking weird goop. It's a good story, and that's just one of them. It's really good.
I'm never gonna click on a Creepcast video if it's fucking 4 or 5 hours long.
Really?
Not even like 3.
A lot of the long ones are really good. I mean, not all of them. They've definitely read some long ones that I regretted sticking through.
Most of them are pretty solid from what
But-
I've remembered.
I mean, Left Right Game is long as shit, and that is one of my fucking favorites that they read. 100%.
The last one I remember really liking was like one of their earliest videos. It was My Wife Keeps.
Watching Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's really good. Oh, there's-
Except for the part where the writing took a huge dip for a second.
yeah.
Because like the husband's friend is making dad jokes while like the most terrifying. shit's
Yeah,
happening.
yeah. I think Dogscape was good. I think Journey of the Old Timing Soldier. Definitely one of them adored. I can't remember. Yeah, I'm gonna have to re-listen to some of these. Mother Horse Eyes was good. But that's an 11-hour long.
Oh my god, I have not seen that.
The Sun Vanished wasn't very good. Who?
Upside down dude on the table.
That's a teacher from
Oh!
North.
My grandpa had a doll that was like built just like that.
It's probably a doll just like that that someone painted to look like him. Because it was something a student gave to him, and I was a part of one of his last classes, so he just gave a bunch of shit away to people, and that was one of the things I got. I can't remember any of the other ones that I really liked from recent with Creepcast, but they're good. I did have an idea for a short story that I want to write again. That's purely just from like one idea I thought of just like a family member or someone dying, and the corpse continuing to age even after they die.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
So the body never rots, and the family is just like, they just have this corpse in a room, and they have to continually cut its hair and trim its nails and everything, but there's no heartbeat or pulse or anything. And it's like a little girl that'll get like taller and taller, and then
Gradually they start hearing somebody up and walking around at night.
yeah, I don't know where it's gonna go, and I have to figure that out before I write it, so I don't trap myself. And it's like, she's an alien. God, I just come up with some slop. But yeah, it would. I know the main horror I want to be just from how creepy it is that what's happening. I want to make sure that I don't want there to be a big reveal of like you seeing her as some like monster or something, but I want there to be like some shit that goes down. There would probably be like a lot of maybe supernatural crazy stuff happening in the house, and then after the climax, she's just gone from the room. I don't know if I'd want her to like come alive and like
Attack them.
yeah.
That would ruin it. That would
yeah.
spoil the whole thing.
Yeah, I feel like the actual what's gonna be creepy as fuck about it is just like, what? Why is this happening? But yeah, neat concept, but I'd still have to workshop it. But that could easily even be like a short film we do at some point, like a project for class.
I had a short film idea. I mean, there's like my super big one that I probably won't finish until I'm 30. Like my small ones, I really want to do because it's based on a nightmare I had of a giant head slowly growing out of this dude's bedroom wall.
Like as days pass.
And it's not really alive because it has like flies and shit buzzing around it, and its mouth is like wide open with its tongue hanging out.
Is there gonna be like a reason that he's not compelled to just like stab it or something?
See, that's why I'm thinking about making it like.
Is that
I guess like what if he starts showing it to people, and they're like, "What are you talking about?"
that, or maybe it's a thing where like he just experienced a loss, like a loss in his family.
Yeah,
like
see,
a big death.
that was kind of the way.
He's like in a state of depression,
Yeah.
and his life's fallen to
I
shambles.
was leaning
There's a thing
more-
like there's a short thing like that where I don't know if it's like a movie or like a short like a short film that or something, but I saw this clip of I'm trying to remember the plot of it. I think it's like this lady and she keeps making sandwiches for her husband. Her husband keeps yelling at her to make sandwiches, so she keeps making sandwiches. And then it cuts, and there's just a giant stack of sandwiches next to a corpse because she's so mentally broken that she keeps making sandwiches
Yeah.
for this dead guy. But same kind of concept where it's like dealing with a loss and
Yeah,
that's
say
like
he's
the trauma of it.
he hasn't been to work in like 2 weeks. He's barely eating. All he's doing is sleeping. And then one day he wakes up and just like in his room, it's like growing out of the wall, and he's just so like. He's like fast, he's like disgusted by it or whatever, but just is like, so he just doesn't care. And then as he comes back to it over the few days, he starts getting like angry or whatever, and he tries to he stabs it or whatever. And then when he wakes up the next day, it's like completely healed or something, maybe. Who knows?
I don't know. I'm leaning more towards like a super cerebral kind of art house horror film. Horror film.
Maybe anytime he gets close, like too close to it, his ears start like ringing really loud, that kind of thing.
But I want it to be like
Gets dizzy
it could literally all take place
in his room.
Like it'll show him leave and then come back and he'll like sleep and then it'll flash screen like day 2.
That or literally just his house.
Yeah.
Or his apartment. You can have like the bathroom, because you wouldn't want to have like the few times that he did eat or like shower, because then you would progressively see how less often it's happening
Just had an idea.
and how more disheveled he's getting as time goes on.
I had an idea to where on the other side of his room, like on the other side of the wall, is the kitchen. And one day he has to open these cabinets to get something, and there's like hair coming out of them.
That'd be cool, yeah. Like it's a body coming out from like the other side too,
Yeah.
potentially. Something growing like like an interdimensional thing that's like drawn to his suffering, that's just
The only thing I can compare
manifesting in his wall.
to it is this house has people in it.
Yeah, where it's just like forming through. It's growing and like phasing
But
through.
I also want like where the actual face is coming out. I want the drywall to be like spilling down. It broken.
Yeah, definitely just.
And the other scribes are deep within.
You'd want it to be a very, very psychological horror of just. It would be a lot of the movie would have to, at least what I'm thinking, would be just like. Just the gloom and depression of his life. Like half of it is just how far his life is falling apart. His family members trying to show up, him answering the door and like not wanting to let them in. Someone comes up and it's like you can see like lights start going out in his how girl fuck. Lights start going out in his house and he's not replacing them. So over the course of it, it's just using like a fucking dark house.
Yeah.
You know, like all that kind of stuff.
And then another thing I pictured adding was I kind of want the head to start rotting.
Like the more it grows, the more it's like rotting.
Mm-hmm.
Would
And then people after they watch it will say that it's artistic
something for depression.
for grief.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was imagining. Well, because think too, even if you're going with that route, you could have the very like walls and the furniture and the floor of the entire house stemming. The closer you get to that room,
Yeah, one day
rotting more
one
and
day
more.
he steps on the floor and he hears like a cracking sound. He realizes he stepped on a toenail. Or
Yeah,
fingernail.
yeah. Or like a fucking tooth
Yeah.
comes out of. Oh yeah, so like it's not even just the room. The way the entities coming out,
like,
you know.
for like the
the
first
whole-
5 days, it would
yeah.
just be the face.
But
of
then the
King.
whole entire house is just being infested with like flesh
That also reminds me of
stuff.
that FCP.
Oh, so dude, imagine this. He's going to shower, and he finds like a little tuft of hair coming out of the drain,
Mm.
and he starts pulling on it, and just more and more, and just like just like fucking big clumps of hair come out. And then when he finally, like, it's all his hands are all dirty, and so he like fucking turns on the faucet, and it's like
Black.
nothing's happening, and he turns it on, and like teeth start coming out or something like that, or just or blood or
I would have
saliva or whatever.
blood and bile.
Yeah, maybe bile.
Yeah.
You'd want it to be like I want like chunky or something to come out where it's like
Yeah. It's the cheapest, easiest one I could picture making first.
Yeah, that would be because it would just be a lot of like practical effects
Mm-hmm.
with like a little VFX on top of it. That'd be fun. I definitely hope you guys, when I do stuff for my class projects, you guys are gonna be the first people I go to be like, hey, I need you to come over and act in this. I don't, none of us are actually actors. I'm sure we'll pick it up and get better at it, whether we take classes or just, look it up and try to practice on our own, whatever avenue we take there. But I know that we can make some fun stuff.
I could try to act.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be like horrendous, but we're definitely not gonna be actors when we first start. But that's how anything goes, no one picks up a fucking skateboard and does a fucking 720 kickflip right off the bat. That's just how it goes.
Dude, I did.
Dude, I did. Dude,
You'd
I
have
went
to-
300 and 0 in kickboxing,
Somebody
and I never went to
very
the gym.
talented would have to make 7 variations of the head coming out of the wall, or at least just like the face.
Well, here's the thing that's kind of cool. If we wait long enough at least, I do want to get good at 3D modeling after I take that class. The class is kind of the deciding factor of like, it's not to be too mean to myself, but like how capable I really am of getting better at it at an efficient rate. Like, it's just going to take me the rest of my life to get semi good at, kind of deal. But even then, I could easily create something like that in 3D and have it be, because we'd probably want to have like someone talented make like an actual mask of it coming out of the wall,
And like
and then I put effect
my
over
other
it.
idea, I kind of want it to be in black and white too, because you can get away with a lot more, like a lot less paint will be needed in black and white.
Could do that. Would you want it to be a period piece, or would you just want it to be black and white, modern day?
Modern day.
It's a little. I feel like that. Stylistically, that would be good. I feel like that might just confuse people, but I feel like you would be able to clear that up really easily by just like having him use a cell phone.
Well, imagine if there's like a. You remember Suicide Mouse?
Oh, that's the Mickey Mouse one.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Well, like how they made it to where, well, like I believed it when I was little when it came out, but like when the red starts coming out of the screen.
I mean, I don't really remember the story that
Well,
much.
eventually, once it gets like super chaotic,
Mm-hmm.
it almost looks like blood is coming out of the screen,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like in the description or whatever, it was like this was before color was in cartoons and stuff
Gotcha.
like that. Like I can imagine having that part like at the client, like the main climax where basically like everything's just covered in random bits of flesh.
What could be cool
Like
even.
there's sort of like this crazy moment where it was black and white, but now like there's kind of like this oozing red on the screen too.
Could have it be that everything's in black and white except for the color red.
Yeah.
Like tones of red that get more vivid as time. Like you could do something stylistic like that in some way.
That'd probably be the only thing that would need to be
Color.
added in like post.
Mm-mm. I do think this could have nothing to do with your story either. It's just I think it's neat when things do this. You could also have the time period itself be rather ambiguous, where like let's say he's got like a box television and he's watching VHS tapes, but then he uses like a smartphone.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that I think is kind of fun when things do where it's like, when the fuck is this supposed to be? It just adds to like the surreal.
I definitely want. I
wisdom.
want it to be the house of the severely mentally ill person.
Yeah, yeah. Like it could even be cool where it's like it's introduced to us that this death is very recent, but it's been like 7 years, and like these calls that he's been getting and people showing up haven't been happening except for like a handful. Like one or two times that someone shows up to his door is there actually someone there. Because I think you would want someone to show up early on in the movie that wouldn't in the film that wouldn't quite give away you would be able to tell this person knows the main character is mentally ill without giving away like this is something they've been going through for years. You would just think, oh, they're grieving, so they're coming and they're just checking on this, paranoid person. Because they could have them like taking medicine throughout the movie or whatever, and then stop and have him only reference it for his paranoia or something like that. Not have it be like an antipsychotic or whatever the fuck, and then that person actually
it could be kept a little more ambiguous. Just have
sure.
You never see him take pills, but like all you see is empty pill bottles.
That or you see
the
like
corner of the bathroom.
that or you always see him closing his medicine cabinet and like swallowing or subtle things like that.
Yeah.
And that stops happening. Because then you could have it be where like towards the end, like before the big crescendo, where he's already really degraded mentally and physically and the house looks like shit. That's when someone actually shows up again for the second time and you see their reaction to like, my god, dude.
Fuck, dude.
Have other like little details like the fridge is completely empty except for like spoiled condiments and shit.
Yeah, it bleeds into
A
like
beer,
his
some ketchup.
the house has been like this for a long time, but his perception of reality continually just sets him back to zero, So like the whole time, like when you at the end, like the fridge has like some eggs, some ground beef, and like a half drink jar of milk, jug of milk, and it's like fucking black and curdled, and like you know what I mean. There's shit like that. It's leaking. I definitely think it'd be very fun to just to have the set and then just progressively fucking ruin it and destroy it. It would definitely have to be a thing where we'd have to like go somewhere, build this little set, this little room or house set, you know, and build it on a drain somewhere so that we could fucking. I don't know how you do it, if you'd put tarps down or what, but I'd want to make this place fucking messy without like, you know, obviously putting a bunch of toxic chemicals into the dirt underneath of it or something like that. Like we obviously wouldn't suddenly be like, all right, dump it out and be like, we're done. That's one thing with making physical sets, I do not want to just leave ghost towns. Like, if I leave a setup somewhere, it's going to be because it's going to be reused, or it's going to be like, let's say something takes off, or we just have the money to pay for this area and keep it and come back and reminisce.
So
You know,
bullshit,
it's not just going to be like, all right, yeah, it's there.
Oh no. My money.
The fun thing is too is we could even go out and do that at my mom's land, especially if we built it there. If we built something on her land, like a temporary shelter, and then took it down, and it was the way it was, I don't think she'd charge us a dime, you know. And that'll be fun because there's so much space for us to record out there. There's gonna be like no interference, very little.
We could probably fit. I mean, I don't think there's any feasible way for us to like build a fake house.
Well, it wouldn't be a fake house. It would genuinely just be. I mean, my cousin Dylan, if he had a team of people, I guarantee you he could put up like a plywood shack that we would be able to make one set room out of.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we're not gonna have a fully furnished, like, you walk through this entire house like it's the apartment from Friends or whatever, you know what I mean? It would probably be just. It would have to be like you really only see like the entryway, a bathroom, the main room, and then maybe like a hallway in the that leads to the door in the kitchen or something like that. It would have to be a very small space, for sure. And even then, worst case, I mean, maybe we could use my mom's house.
Yeah.
You know, use
but
part
like,
of it.
maybe not the entire time, just only for like specific shots, or just the bedroom.
Just for the rooms. We
Yeah.
would find a different house for exterior shots.
Yeah.
Because my mom's house is a church.
Yeah.
You know, unless you wanted that to be a part of the story or something, but
They have to be the most. It has to be an old, decrepit house. That's for sure.
yeah. Well, yeah, because you'd want it to give the appearance of not being decrepit at first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's why I think a set would be almost better, because then it would literally be like, we can just like start taking an axe to this fucking shitty, you know, like this floor, this vinyl. Because all we would do is we would just put up studs, like studs. You know what I mean? Have like a rollout, whatever the foundation for the ground would be, or what it'd be propped up on. But then you just roll out some like shitty vinyl floor on top of it. You know, it would just have to have the presentation of looking like a room. I mean, it would cost a lot of money. Either way, there's going to have to be set design there. But I feel like you would be able to get more out of it if we were able to do something like that than if you were to, say, rent out a house for a few days, or use somebody else's house that you know, just because, like, you're not going to be able to do a bunch of damage to someone's house, you know?
Yeah.
Can I just throw a bunch of fucking eggshells and, like, can I leave milk in your fridge?
Can we how to basic your house?
Yeah, can I unplug your fridge and leave milk in it for 2 weeks? No. Can I give you $200? That's what our budget's gonna be. It definitely really depends, of course, after I know how that shit
I
works
need a
more.
writing utensil.
But I
Didn't have to basic have to stop making videos because People kept complaining about him wasting a bunch of food.
I think so, yeah. He kind of switched up his style for a little bit and quit using food, and then he just stopped.
I haven't checked on him in
Years.
7 years, probably. Yeah. I mean, you watched like there. I think he had a couple that were like.
You watch
funnier than
one,
the-
you watch them all.
Yeah, there's a few that are like explicitly this is funnier.
How to
than
make
that
a Big
one.
Mac. That's the
Yeah,
classic.
Yeah, but like,
How to make McDonald's French fries.
yeah, I mean, whatever. It's the internet, but that I did food waste is always kind of like. Bleh. It's not like children in Africa could have ate that. It's like, well, fucking hypothetically, but he wasn't getting it. But it's still just the concept of, there's people in this country too, and just in general, it's a fucking waste. Like, it goes to show, like, we do not have a food shortage problem. We just have fucking wealth disparity in the whole world. If I ever get rich like Mr. Beast, every child in Africa will get one double cheeseburger, a small fry, and a medium drink from McDonald's. I vow this. Please give me $1 million. That wouldn't be enough. I don't think that'd be enough. Satan?
I was just thinking too, if I had an apartment by the time like we actually started making it, I wouldn't mind trashing my own apartment.
We would just have to be careful in that, because this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of like soaking the floorboards with like water and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
actually like having like, I mean, I'm sure there's probably safer ways to make it look like it's rotted with paint or whatever.
This is new for me. I didn't do this before.
Uh-oh. Because I guess you probably wouldn't want to work in black mold.
I have meditated deeply on the old data. I will impart my insights, but you mustn't record them. So that it blacks out for a good while.
And then comes back to this.
It comes back, and then he goes, "What the fuck, man?"
Hmm.
That made me like look up and pay attention because he sounded shook, and even the robot's like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, so he was just given some forbidden knowledge.
Uh-oh. I wonder if we probably don't get to know what that is. That's probably part of the ARG. We're gonna have to dig
Might
for
be.
that. We probably don't. That's not gonna tell us anything.
Well, I mean, we want to do one more thing before Silent Hill 2. So we could just do a video on the ARG.
I'll have to study up on it a little bit because it's all solved and everything,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, because this game's like,
Well, it's been
older.
out for a bit.
but it's still cool to read. We can still go through the ropes of it all.
I'm definitely really excited for Ted the Caver to come out. I think it's gonna be the first like genuine Scared-Stoopid video.
Oh yeah, probably the first time people know that we're coming out with that.
Yeah, I haven't talked about it because we just haven't streamed in like a month while
Yeah.
while we've been filming it.
Yeah, we read Ted the Caver as like a proper video. We went back to the stuff that we used to do, like
Yeah.
when we read
Well, we kicked the channel
No
off
Mouth
with at
and-
least. Oh god.
yeah, No Mouth and all that stuff.
And
we
that.
read a classic.
Yeah, we read I Have No Mouth. We also read a creepypasta style video story that I liked when I was a kid. And I remember being it really creepy. And then we were like, yeah, this kind of sucks. That was a good, I still like that video. That one's a classic. I think that's the only other one we've read that we ever actually posted.
It
Good job, girl.
sounded like something.
You gotta learn. You gotta learn your fucking spatial awareness. Yes, but anyway, the TED. I mean,
Got that bitch.
this shit's. It's gonna take me a very long time. I'm officially over 25 minutes of the way through, just us talking. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. even with this one, I'm already like, I already know what I want to do to improve it the next time we make a video like this, which is good. It's also frustrating because it's like, I want this to be fucking perfect, but I know it's going to be very, very good. I think it's going to be a good start of like, you know, these are like our official Scared-Stoopid videos. So unless it were to be a thing to where like you and Freddie more often like did our gameplay videos and edited those, I'd be cool with editing gameplay videos again, like more seriously. But I really do want to dedicate my time to these bigger projects, especially while I'm in school. Each, you know, couple weeks, I'm going to be like, I've learned all this. I want to apply it to this next thing that we do. I think it'll be cool to see. In the next 2 years, I feel like every big video we put out is going to be a lot different than the previous.
Boss time.
I might not even be using CapCut anymore. So I'm probably going to end up using whatever program I use in school, which I think is going to be Adobe.
Are we recording Silent Hill 2?
I want to stream it,
Okay.
but I am totally down to edit it down into
Say like
have it be edited into
yeah,
shorter
'cause,
parts.
like I want to like the humor of like when we did Silent Hill, like just the funny little edits and shit like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, we can do that. The only reason that really hasn't been around as much is just because I haven't.
It's just been Hunter.
Yeah, I just haven't sat down to edit these videos. You know, like if you watch the Resident Evil videos, the 2 I think I've put out so far, which of course I need to. At some point,
those have funny.
yeah, they're not all the way through though. I will 100%. I don't sit through those videos and watch them all the way through like I'm doing with this.
Hello?
No thanks. No. Is it really gonna pop up? That's fine. Okay.
Okay.
Be funny if it was an actual like Windows pop up.
Hope no one is watching.
Zip bomb.
This is where I get exposed to have.
Recommend an
Inflation
exemplary
porn.
file to me. Take account its size, its magnitude, its bulk.
Chill out.
Okay. Where is a stream VOD? Where are those kept? Is it on your E?
F.
Ooh, you know what?
Dude, you're outing me.
Oh, see, here's some big ones.
4 gigabytes. 2025 Halloween.
Yeah, that seems like a good one.
Yeah, that is a 6.5 hour long video.
It's colossal.
I hate myself for doing that Elmo laugh. I'm sorry, guys.
File set. We gotta choose another one.
F is where.
Is this where we keep?
Yeah, see. That's where all the archived footage is.
Guys, we're loading. Ooh.
Look at final
Okay, here we
hollow.
go.
Final hollow. That's only 4? What? That must have not been the actual final one.
Hey.
32.
There we go.
We'll see. Okay. Let's say there might be a bigger one even.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
do
how
like that.
that's how you win this battle. You don't actually deal damage to him. You kill the things that have those, and you find big files.
I mean, there should be a game file too that should be big.
That's what I did. I found I had GTA 5 installed. I just put GTA 5 in there and I instantly won.
My C and D I think are where my games are.
Yeah, let's see. That's gonna be program files, Steam apps, common.
I've never seen anything like this in a video game before.
Sparking's probably pretty big. Oh no,
It's
that's
not
just that's not
downloaded.
the actual game files.
Yeah.
Oh, and you don't have it installed.
I
Okay.
think 7 days is installed.
No Man's Sky has to be pretty big.
No Man's Sky isn't installed, I don't think. Double check. Doesn't
Yeah,
look
no.
like it, no. It's like the folder itself. Oh, it's because it has to be the file.
Probably data. Yeah, it's one file.
So
So
I don't think the game will really help.
going back to the
videos. will
videos is
be
probably our
better.
best bet here. Let's see.
Anything that's been
Let's find, like, a
exported is probably
really
going to be
big one.
better
Let's go to the archives.
because what makes them big is when I would export them as like 4K videos.
There we go. Give him Silent Hill. Very special. It's dearest to your heart. It shows age.
Okay, here, hold on.
So now we gotta find an old file. I didn't know this was the boss fight that we were going to. This is probably the coolest thing in this whole game, in my opinion. It's so fucking neat. When I did this, I had factory reset my computer like a month prior. So I didn't have shit.
Really? Oh, I guess I did wipe this sometime last year, so. You mod organizer 2. Excuse me?
It's probably just loading them, maybe. So I won't let you pull from downloads. That'd be crazy. Oh, they're all folders. I should still pull the folders, I guess. That's reverse. That's starting at the newest going down. Jagex Cache is pretty old. I saw that one for sure.
Like fucking bricks.
It doesn't actually.
It'd be funny if-
There's people that have picked System 32
32.
just for fun. It doesn't actually.
It doesn't actually delete it.
No.
Yeah, that would
That-
probably
that-
technically be ransom.
Yes. Yep. That would be illegal.
Malware.
It would be it would be malware.
Yeah, that's the word. It's dumb, even though they hex. All it would take is one person to be like, "Didn't bring my PC. I'm suing you."
Yep.
Closest thing I've ever seen of this is Psycho News.
I think it closes the game. Is all it does.
Mhm.
Or something like that.
There's a few games that do that indie games that I've seen read your hard drive. Like the most classic one is they'll read the name of your drive
Metal
and
Gear Solid.
yeah, well, just in this, like on a PC, it'll be like, "So Hunter," because if my name was Hunter's PC, you know, they'll read.
Mugenics does that with a couple things. It'll pull your
Yeah,
Steam
Steam
name
ID.
for the one guy that's underneath your house, and you can get cats of your Steam friends too.
Still wondering
I had
why-
you.
Yeah.
I
That's
actually had
cool.
Titan.
Still wondering why Resident Evil 9 asked for my name. It could just be a
Yeah.
study. Still could just be a study on like their player base, like just to find out the general age range. of
How
the
cool
game.
would it be if like there's voice lines that just whisper your name? Well, I will say, I've always wanted to make a psychological horror game like that had a bunch of really subtle things where it's like, let's say you're facing a certain direction and you're walking down a hallway, you'll hear it like something quietly behind you, and then like every time you try to turn around, it'll stop. Like just little things like
Memory
that are
card is
dynamic.
full.
I still think the coolest thing canceled Silent Hill game PT
Hmm.
is that the ghost monster lady is following you the entire.
It's a nice part of town, you know? And, she would have thrown him away if I hadn't come by. Right? Right. Okay. Big pack open.
Counting or not counting if she would have thrown him away.
So So this is before. He's the,
The 1017 one is so good. Mom, I was about to go to bed. I'm sorry. Did you guys see Gypsy Crusader is gonna fight Super Hot Fire?
I did.
He's at a prison.
I guess so. I saw someone in the comments say, so a trained fighter versus a
Super
rapper?
hot fire.
He's supposed to be there for 14 years.
And then apparently he was on he was on a podcast with Jake Shields last year. Gypsy Crusader was.
Was it
His free speech podcast.
Was it the one where he called from prison?
I have no idea. I was just looking because I was looking it up because someone said that he was a trained fighter, and I'm like, what are you talking? Have never heard of this. And I couldn't find anything on it, so I don't know if he's just been in gyms before or what. But I couldn't find anything on like the surface level. But most likely he beats the shit out of Super Hot Fire. I saw someone say like, no way they're letting this guy commit a hate crime in real life.
So
Fucked
he
up.
got these cards from a garage sale, and
Mm-hmm.
and her daughter, the lady that he got them from, her daughter died, or passed.
She's haunting the cards.
Bad guy.
The cards slit her throat.
I didn't mean to stop it.
Okay, I was gonna say, was that all that was important? Get a new monitor, bro. She graduated. Congratulations.
You passed your class.
Obviously. Oh, well, that's not so bad. Oh, man.
When's that gonna reappear?
Casey.
Never.
We've already seen it
Oh, really?
No.
a couple times. Remember, there was the one skeleton in the last act in the crypt that was named Casey.
That's
And
right.
there was
the body.
there was also a death card we got in the first act. The very first one was named Casey.
It's been a little bit
Mhm.
since we played.
She worked for Game Funa, the company that seems to have made Inscryption.
We gotta play a fucking physical version of it sometime.
I'm sure someone's made cards of it.
Yeah.
It's already got rules.
Yeah, that or we could just print out our own and cut them up all nice. It'd be kind of fun. I think it'd be really fun if we started doing like a board game night, like once a month or something, and did it on stream.
Good time.
Fire-related complications.
Fuck.
The Ferg.
Kirk forgot he was recording.
Kirk?
What the?
Dude's deep down the hole now, dude.
You guys seeing this? I like whatever he has behind his monitor. It really looks like he was playing on his DS. Fuck, Mom's coming.
Bro's Kirking it right now.
I was kirking my shit, and then I heard Mom coming down the hallway. The phone's in the other room. Expecting someone to like grab his hand. Nope. Why did I read that?
My collegeist, perhaps blood letterbox, something like that. Definitely part of the ARG. The mycologist is important though.
He's got the scales from the
He's going
game.
mad.
Dude's Kirk in it.
That would actually be a fun part of it too, is having the scale and putting
Mm-hmm.
weights into it. That'd be cool.
We gotta play in the dark too.
He's back now, dude.
Yeah, have candles and like
Candles,
blow them out. That'd be really sick. Have to have like mood lighting. That'd be really cool.
That would just be a really good, it'd be a cool video for us to do.
That's
too.
what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
doing it as a video.
Have
That's
people-
what I want to do. The
have
board
people
game
play
night.
a round of Inscryption on the Halloween party.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd definitely like to have a board game night kind of thing. It would be cool sometime with the Halloween party to get people in on it. Who would be willing to like be on camera and try to plan something like fun to do for people to come experience, whether it was like a prank or a performance or something. I don't know what it would necessarily be yet, but just something like that that we could record and have people there and be a part of, and also have it be like a form of entertainment. Whether it be like setting up like a little haunted, like a mini haunted house kind of dealio or what. I definitely think it'll be fun to make some like low budget shit. Like the whole one room idea is always really cool.
Mm.
Might even be the best way to do it if you were to do a set. Might have it just be a straight up like shitty studio apartment. So it's just one big room and
Yeah.
and a toilet.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah, that way you wouldn't really have to do so much. Come on! Fuck!
Dot,
Woo!
bitch. Got him.
Is that the robot talking?
There's a file. No, it's the guy.
Kirk.
What the fuck is this?
Kirk's still playing. Right? No, it's not Kirk, because Kirk made the videos that we're watching.
He is playing. Yes.
Oh, he is still the one playing.
Yes.
Okay.
Found this old picture of when
What's
Elle
his
and
real
I
name?
first got
I don't
into
remember. He's Kirk now.
Aquamarons. He's the Mad Carter.
He's the Mad Kirker.
Julius Caesar.
I don't think anyone. Well, that's not true. I don't think anyone in their right mind really cares
I think it's
that
Matt.
much about Kirk. I think as long as we're not like,
I'm Kirking it.
as long as we're not like glorifying someone's death, I don't think it's that big of a deal. But I mean, you can. Okay, who cares if you make fun of it?
Big dog got Kirk.
I will say the fucking video is so insane of the shooter where he's like running and he like clips through. Have you heard what the story supposedly is?
Hmm.
So he's on the roof, shoots Kirk, and in the time from him running to jumping off of the building, he has used a screwdriver to disassemble his gun and left it on the ceiling, on the fucking roof, the screwdriver, because he jumps off of the roof with no gun in his hand, and then he runs to these like the tree line or these bushes or whatever, and drops his gun, completely put together again. So they have two screwdrivers.
Hmm.
At what point did he put this gun back together? if we're even to believe he had the time to do it. And it's like, this guy had gloves. He's like a very smart student who's been planning this for 6 months. And he's just like, oh, gotta find my fucking glove with my DNA evidence
Where's
on
my
it.
screwdriver?
My screwdriver with my DNA.
My second screwdriver.
I'm gonna say I totally just ripped almost everything I just said from a fucking comedian I saw on YouTube Shorts earlier today. This is his stand-up routine. So I did not back up my evidence. But it was also showing the video. And I've seen that video as like from the report of his assassination or whatever. So I'm not a I'm into conspiracy. I'm not gonna present any reason to like.
Where the fuck did this thing come from? I've never seen
Goldfish?
this piece of shit either. What is this? He's goated. He's got.
That is crazy. He's got a bunch of keywords.
Yeah, he's the goat. Unfortunately, Orobot's just better.
That is goaty. I don't know. Something's fishy about it. That's all I can say. Something's fishy.
I will unleash Ouroboros upon the world.
Did you see that they're reopening Kurt Cobain's suicide? Kurt Cobain. I said that the other day.
Courtney's going bye-bye for a while.
I hope so, dude.
Everyone and their fucking mom knows that she did it, dude. Like, there's no...
Well, there was way too many... I remember the big thing that didn't make sense to me was that he was... The amount of, like... I think it was heroin or whatever in his system at the time of his death. He was, like, literally barely conscious.
Do you know who NoFX is or are? The band?
No, unfortunately.
They're like this, I don't know, punk band,
Uh-huh.
and they're pretty famous. The
We
lead
may
singer-
I know a song, but I not off
You
the top of my
probably
head.
do.
No FX or no effects?
No FX, like no, and then
FX.
the letter F and the letter X. In it.
Continue though.
The lead singer told a very descriptive story.
Yeah, I think I've heard of it.
Of something he saw Courtney Love do, and he wholeheartedly believes.
Why didn't she have like 3 husbands die?
Yeah, and he said like,
Again, I don't
they
know.
found like a
Do your own
severed.
research.
They found a severed head by the train tracks. They were hanging out with Courtney Love. They found a severed head, and she
Mhm.
was like picking it up and doing things to it.
I'm gonna look up her spouses.
And he was like, "Yeah, she killed Kurt Cobain."
She's just so chill with fucking dead things.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, yeah, no.
A human skull.
Okay, I think she only had
Human skull.
3 husbands. I think Kurt was the only one that died.
Like there's just some like sick
So that-
and twisted
Mrs. Still,
Epstein stuff going.
Epstein.
No.
I definitely
Israel
think.
is listening.
I definitely think that I mean, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility the man killed himself, but the This-
Now
the
he's
cir-
listening.
the circumstances
Get his log killed.
the circumstances definitely don't seem accurate.
Did you read his final or suicide note?
No.
Fucking weird. Like actually made no sense. Like they had him on drugs.
Do you know the John Kirkow guy?
Yes.
The CIA guy?
The
Like,
CIA
and
psyop.
I told them to die. Or that guy.
He's kind of funny.
I kind of like him. I'm not gonna lie. I've been watching. I'm getting like
He's totally psyop,
Propagandized.
but yeah.
Well, the reason I like him is because he's just like he's very open. Whereas like he's talking about people in the agency, and he's like these fucking morons.
Yeah.
That
But he went to jail because he was a fucking whistleblower.
Yeah,
He's not a
that,
fan.
That and the fact that he has many times said he disavows torture, and that's not a CIA thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what we loved. I'm sure he's. I mean, he could very easily be like a plant to try to like. But at the same time, I don't think he is. Just if he is, he's a plant. He's meant to make it not like the CIA.
Yeah.
If anything, he's just meant to make it not like the government. And I don't think
The government's
that's-
trying to make you anti-government.
and
They're
I
not
don't think
doing
that's
that.
and I don't think that's harmful either. You know, unless he's just providing. The whole point is for him just to provide misinfo.
Shit, if you concede, let's do it. There you go.
Because that's a big thing that the U.S. government loves to do. I'm jumping topics so much now, but do you remember back when they did the hearing, I think a year or two ago, where they literally revealed that we have found alien life,
Mm-hmm.
that we've recovered UAPs, we've recovered a non-human organic material or whatever the fuck from these ships.
Non-terrestrial.
Yeah. So I think as easily as that could be true, it could be completely fake because again, I don't know why they'd even be hiding alien shit, but if they were, it would make sense for them to like, hey, this is a public thing where they said, you know, with these drones and this and that, just to kind of throw us off the scent of like what's actually going on. But I don't really see an ulterior motive to do that because people act like, oh, we hear about aliens, everyone's gonna freak out. We found out that aliens exist. We literally have, and no one cares.
Did you see the one, the interview with Obama?
No. I will admit, I don't go too deep into this stuff because it is such a fucking rabbit hole.
Well,
That-
he just said, yeah, they
Yes.
exist, but he did not elaborate that.
Yeah. Well, even in that hearing, they literally say they never, the people being asked the questions never explicitly say word for word these are aliens, but they are asked like, was it alien? Yes. They literally, you know, they have said that they have technology that's able to take down these crafts. If aliens 100% exist. My thing is like, there's so much like conspiracy and like media around it. It's very hard for me to believe the things that people present, you know, because so much of it is just trying to get clicks.
Oh, Jesus.
But I could definitely believe that there's some sort of drone race that like a bigger alien race is sending just drones out throughout the galaxy that happen to come here and just like send back information. I don't necessarily think an intelligent species is like showing up here on their own and doing shit. I don't think we've necessarily ever encountered the actual like alien species. I think if we're being sent here are either like piloted aircraft, like AI piloted aircraft, or they're these like drone species that they've either enslaved or have just like created in a lab or something like that. Because to get to us and us not see them, we can see so fucking far into the universe. You know, obviously we can't see more than we can, but we have not received a singular ping, like a consistent ping of a signal from something. We've never seen a fucking planet that's lit up like it has fucking electric. You know what I mean?
It's not like we're not looking for that.
Exactly. Like we've been looking for that for almost 100 years, dude. Like 80 years we've been sending shit out into space as far as satellites go. You know, like we should have encountered any sign of, and if we haven't and there is an alien species that's coming and visiting us, they have to be godly far, and they must have some insane technology to actually get here. Because they talk about these crafts have like completely disobeying the laws of physics, and it could genuinely standing of physics is so far beyond our own. Because these things will stop and go, and like they'll lose all momentum, and then go up and down, and you know what I mean. They'll do impossible things, supposedly. Yeah, that shit is so interesting to me. I really want to do a deep dive on it, but it's like
It's hard without sounding tweaky.
that, and like, cause every time my dad talks about it, I'm like, this. I love him, but it's like I watch these YouTube videos that he's watching, and it's just like a guy like watching this like simulation of like. Do you guys hear about the fucking comet that was flying by us for a while? That passed by us. There was a bunch of weird things about it to where it.
Oh, did on my phone.
It's still going.
Twitch. No.
It says live, right?
I guess it was.
Okay, it just pooped out on your. Okay, whew. It was 3i Atlas or something like that. There was something really weird about it because its trajectory was super weird, and I'd have to look. There was enough to it where it's like, okay, yeah, this thing is weird. I don't necessarily know what it would be. People were like thinking that it was possible, like a really, really old craft that is like it charges itself from like the solar energy of a sun.
Yeah, because wasn't it like strangely like square shaped?
It was like obelisk shaped, I believe. Hold on. 3i Atlas abnormalities. Including a retrograde orbit aligned with the solar ecliptic, a sunward pointing jet, anti-tail, non-gravitational acceleration requiring 13% mass evaporation, and an unusual composition of nickel without iron. So, retrograde orbit closely aligned with the solar system's ecliptic plane. Apparently that has only a 0.2 probability of occurring randomly. It displayed a sunward jet, which is unusual for comet behavior. High concentrations of nickel without iron, which is not typically observed in solar system comets. Like chemical makeup. Shit like that. Where it was, I think it was also, it was weird how the fact that it like, all of a sudden was just kind of coming towards our sun. So I know a lot of people were theorizing like it's some old craft that has just been like floating without a charge for so long, and now it's like finally reached the sun again. And so because I think it like looped by us and then it's just going off in another direction again or something. I'm pretty sure it passed by. But I didn't super keep up on it because it just makes me feel like a schizophrenic getting into it. I want to get into aliens and space stuff so much, but it's so like... It's almost like trying to understand ancient human civilizations when like every decade they're pushing back when these civilizations formed and like when people became people. Because I mean, not too long ago they were saying like, yeah, humans were like 24,000 years ago. Now I think we're like 300,000 years ago they were Homo sapiens. I remember I told that to my boss, and he's like, dude, no, not that long ago. And I'm like, dude, I'm pretty sure they found evidence of hominids.
I'm pretty sure they've figured out the Homo sapiens and humans are different species.
Well, Homo sapiens and Homo erectus. Or that was a previous stage in either what we consider Neanderthals weren't.
That's right.
They're not a previous stage of evolution. They were another type of human that existed at the same time.
That's
as
right.
Homo sapien. They were just outbred. Because from the little bit that I've read on them, they were a nomadic people. They didn't settle down and have big cities or villages. it would be a family or a group of families in small places. They'd breed and die out. And
Yep.
So they bred with humans or with Homo sapiens, or just died out completely. But that leaves it up because I'm pretty sure we have found trace evidence of other humans existing at the same time as we did, or before. You know what I mean? Like, there's a huge chance that there was a civilization that existed at like a fucking Mayan level 100,000 years before the Mayans did. Fucking 150, 200,000 years before the Mayans did, and it's been completely and utterly disintegrated and lost to time. You know what I mean? Like, some of this shit is stuck around through extraordinary circumstances, but just as extraordinary circumstances could get rid of it. I mean, there's been 3 near extinction events with humanity, I know. I think there was at one point where 99% of the humans on Earth were killed. And we came back from that. I think it was like a big volcanic eruption.
Yeah.
That one was like, damn. It's also like, Cap, how do you know this? Like, these are smart people. They're not just like guessing. They have all this evidence, carbon dating, whatever, but it's like, how do you know, like, people were here and then died 200,000 years ago? That's fucking nuts.
I love how pissed he looks every
Yeah.
time you beat one of his bots. Like, fuck you. Why'd I let you play this stupid ass game of mine? Yippee! Yippee!
Yeah, modern humans first appeared approximately 300,000 years ago. So, yeah. While previously estimated around 200,000 years ago, discoveries in Morocco in 2017 pushed the timeline back to about 300,000 to 350,000 years ago. And that's modern humans. That's us. You and me. With, I'm sure, differences, right? Still 300,000 years. But, I mean, hominids may have existed on Earth for like 1 million years at this point. Because think of how long it took for them to go from a hominid to a full-on, like, a type of Homo sapien today. I'm pretty sure hominid is the group of, like, when they're upright, bipedal, fully monkeys to us today. I think that's the general grouping. So, like, we're still hominids, but we're, like, obviously the furthest, we're Homo sapiens. It's just so interesting.
Yeah, it's Leshy's door.
I wonder if we're ever going to push the timeline back far enough to where dinosaurs and humans will have existed at the same time.
Doubt it.
I know. I'm pretty. Weren't dinosaurs like 100 million years ago or something
Very,
ridiculous?
very, very long
Yeah,
time.
yeah. I think they were like so long ago.
Unfathomably,
Yeah.
almost.
When that was just when they went extinct too. Even 66 million years ago is when they went extinct.
And they were around for a good
Hundreds
while.
of millions of years. Yeah, dude. There's so much cool shit about early Earth, like the little things that we've discovered. Like when I think dragonflies at one point were like the most fearsome predator on Earth for a short amount of time.
Massive.
Well, they were just. I think they were one of the, like, they were just very agile flying bugs. I don't remember what it was about. It was just some fucking meta of the time on Earth that no one else could fucking... Yeah. There's been a few. I know amphibians at one point were the meta. They, like, fucking destroyed everything. I know giant sloths at one point were, like, a pretty big...
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, they were contenders. Then there were, like, fucking, what are they called? Weird, like, what are they called? Like, roly-poly type things. What are they called? Cephalopods?
I suppose.
Well, what's a cephalopod? That's a word I'm thinking of. Yeah, cephalopod. They're like squids, nautilus, octopus. It's not the thing I was thinking of. That is a real word, but thinking of more like what's a horseshoe crab? Arthropod.
No.
Well, it says they're ancient marine arthropods.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't a spider an arthropod?
Arachnid.
Arachnid? Me being like, oh.
Buzzwords.
No, they're arthropods.
What?
I think that just explains.
Something about their skeletal structure?
Yeah, their skeletal system of their body is their outermost layer. The hard exoskeleton helps keep the moisture out. I don't think that's like a species. I think arachnid is like a species.
Their species? Oh.
What does arachnid mean? Arancini? No, not the popular Sicilian street food. Arachnid.
More fun.
An arthropod of the class arachnida. Guys, I need to look at how the fucking phylum, kingdom, species, class. I don't remember the order of that anymore.
The animal kingdom lore.
Yeah, the animal kingdom lore. The hierarchy.
The hierarchy.
What is that
The
even?
lore.
What is that even called, dude? I need to go back to fucking elementary school. The class system, animal class system.
I don't think that's wrong.
Yeah. Domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species.
I don't blame you for not remembering.
Damn, Unc. Yeah. Domain, eukarya. Organisms with complex cells.
Domain
Kingdom,
expansion.
Animalia. Multicellular eukaryotic organisms.
Animals with jujitsu sorcery.
Phylum. Major body plans. Chordata for vertebrates. Anthropoda for... Dude, you know one thing that pisses me off about scientists? You guys are fucking nerds, dude. Everything doesn't have to be Latin. Eat my fucking dick, dude. Just call it fucking the name you want to give it.
Big fish.
Well, we call it Arthropoda roctabata, but you can just call it Arthratic Dicapus. I don't know. Fuck you. I hate you. Fuck science. Let's just go back to banging fucking sticks on rocks.
Oh, they have the names for a reason. They mean things in Latin.
No. I know,
I'm a
just
scientist.
but
I
it's
know.
it's just lame. Hey, I'm gonna be a scientist when I get my degree, so
I think having Latin names with explanations are better than the scientific name being like, yeah, that's Steve's monkey.
it's a
Because Steve found
it's
it.
an applied science. It's an applied science degree with a focus in creative arts and design.
I'm a scientist.
I'm some level scientist.
I'm not gonna have like a fucking doctorate or anything like that, but you know how fucking funny it would be just to be. Hey, by the way, I know being a doctor and a scientist are two different things. I just meant like that class of a degree. I got my science doctorate. I don't think that's how that works. I don't know what a high level science, like a rocket scientist. You just a rocket science degree. A master's in rocket science. I feel like it's gotta be more than that, you know? Master's in astrophysics at fucking UNO.
There's files all over.
MIT.
Yeah, maybe that's where fucking you have to
Before
go
we
to some
lost her.
prestigious school.
Goodbye,
Goodbye, sis. It's a younger Kirk.
Wait a goddamn minute, Ben. Hang on.
Wait a goddamn minute. Shits my pants. It's interesting though. It's genuinely what if I could afford pool for like the next 15 years, I might do it. Is that fucking?
That must be.
Never mind. I thought that looked like the brother from Hannah Montana at first, but it looks absolutely nothing like him.
I'm gonna see. I'm curious now.
We gotta do an education podcast where it's just all of us like relearning elementary school things. The thing where it's like, okay, but all of us get 3 topics. We get
Can we just play Are We Smarter Than a 5th Grader?
we get 3 minutes to like look online and refresh ourselves on the topic, the slightest bit, but then we just like a little report on it completely on our own and explain like, you know, like Revolutionary War, or like explain the fucking, I don't know, just some shit like that, and just see how wildly off we are, and then like reveal the correct. I feel like there's so much shit that we've completely forgotten. Even if, yeah, playing Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader would be a really good one. Because I feel like there'd be so many 3rd grade science questions that would be like, fuck. In history, I like history, but I also don't remember everything. The thing that's gonna really embarrass me is gonna be math. It's gonna be like 2nd grade math, and I'm gonna be like, fuck, just shut up! Let me think for a second. I'm not using. I'm genuinely gonna freeze the fuck up when it comes to math
Can we
questions.
please not ever embarrass each other like that?
I wouldn't mind. I mean, I've already come far to accept that I'm not good at math.
I know, but I want people to know just how bad I am.
I think it's also because I think I know enough trivia like that from just autism that I do fairly well. But just as easily as I could see myself doing well, I could see myself getting like 2 questions out of 15 right.
It's multiple choice would be alright.
Yeah. Because I remember a lot of these words and what they mean, but like, I'm not gonna lie, if you ask me what are the fucking phases of the water cycle in order right now, I'd be like, fuck. Is last. Then evaporation happens at some point.
What gas is last?
I don't know. Well, doesn't it end with it raining? Because it's the rain cycle. That's what it is reaching. Honestly, didn't know if that was actually a part of like a step in the cycle or not, or just something that happens because water. I know it's like, you know, you have a fucking water glass and there's droplets. That's condensation, but evaporation / transpiration. The sun heats water in oceans, rivers, and lakes, turning into vapor, while plants release water vapor. Condensation. Water vapor cools and changes into liquid droplets, forming clouds. Precipitation. You know what that means. Runoff / infiltration. Water moves across the land surface or seeps into the ground to replenish water sources. So that's why we're not out of water. That was something as a kid that always used to like plague my mind.
Yeah, when we run out of fresh water.
Yeah, well, cause it's also like this was my thing, was like, well, there has to be an amount of water that's always being lost because of like the sewage system. But I'm pretty sure that water's like filtered back into drinking water. It's that, or it's just literally like a child's brain thing where it's like, I don't think the ocean's gonna run out of water anytime soon. But it's also like,
water's just starting to filter.
yeah. Well, it's also like we're not fucking. I think it's also the childlike thing. It's like we're not drinking ocean water. Pretty sure most of all the water we get is from like lakes and springs or like underground places.
Yeah, the sad thing is Nebraska's aquifers are looking pretty empty.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too. Like, so fucking dumb. Like, do coastal cities drink salt water? purified salt water, or do they have just fucking ground wells? Like,
They have worse droughts than us.
yeah,
Like, remember when California had drought? Not
mm,
not
just
too
very
long ago?
weird.
Yeah.
Cause like, you're by the. You would think it would rain more
Nah, dude.
just because of the salinity.
At our hotel in Florida, we had to close the balcony door because the air coming from the ocean was full of salt.
Well, yeah,
So it would, like, ruin the inside of the
yeah.
hotel room.
I just meant you would think it would rain there a lot because water makes rain.
Yeah.
Like the presence of water, you know, you would think there's more precipitation, therefore more evaporation, therefore more precipitation. But I also don't know enough about weather. I know that it's very dry and hot, or it's hot. It's not dry, 'cause it's fucking by a coast. But something about the heat meeting, I don't know, the inside of my burnt asshole. It's as much as I know about it. It's just interesting. My brain is just like, there's water, therefore there must be rain. It's like, I get why it's not raining in like Dubai, but a coastal city, I'd be like, shouldn't it be raining all the time?
Waiting for network. Well,
Whenever I talk about stuff like this, it genuinely motivates me to like start watching like children's education content. Like, I need to remember how this shit works. It doesn't matter at all. But, like, there's no level of anxiety compared to someone being like, name the 3 branches of government. And me being like, oh, fuck. Judicial. And the other 2 made up ones. Federal. The house? I actually don't remember. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
How late are we going?
We can probably wrap up pretty soon. It's about 12:30. I'm a fucking moron, guys. I said judicial and federal for 2 branches of government. Judicial,
yeah.
judicial, federal,
Federal govy,
and
state
3
govy.
forms of govies. Kirk! My face when I got 100 subscribers on my turning point. What was it called? Anyway, I started making those videos to distract from grief. I still can't believe people like to watch them. Big plans for the Lucky Carter this year.
The lucky Kirker.
Let's go, Kirk.
So we gave access to our computer, but it gave access to his computer.
We tricked him.
Uh-oh.
Pick one. Oh, and my Wi-Fi.
Cool. Yeah, it picked back up. We Gucci. We Gucci. What do we have? Get Thorns, Fisherman.
Get some.
The game has access to Kirk's computer now.
This is bad.
This is not good.
Does Kirk know about this?
7,000 emails from that.
Nobody say that India would beat Iran. Is that what it was? Someone said that, and then like the Indian government or the Iranian government was like, take back those statements.
Take that back.
That's a lie.
Never compare us to India again.
It's like the Indian military has 4 times the people in your country.
Well, we're about halfway through the 3rd act now.
I was about to say
From what I
halfway
remember.
through the game.
No.
that made me fucking die. This game's good, but
Halfway through the third act.
That's a-
We're almost done with it. Honestly, probably one more session and we'll
yeah.
be good.
I have had fun with it, but it will be good to actually get back to Silent Hill 2.
Yes.
That game is gonna be. We have to put a lot into that series, but I do think after we finish this, it might even be a thing to where like, well, we relax on playing games. We maybe even just have a couple weeks where we do, a couple big spook episodes,
Yep.
and the three of us just work on grinding out the rest of Resident Evil. Then we can move on to Silent Hill. Just so we're not trying to edit two. You guys aren't trying to edit two things at once.
Silent Hill gonna be a good one.
Yeah, 'cause then after Resident Evil's been like fully edited, then I'll probably be like, all right, you and Freddy just do games now, and then I'm gonna focus on these big projects.
I'm gonna replay through the original Resident Evil 2 and 3 here before we record those.
Would be a good idea. I'm excited. I mean, from what I know, Silent Hill and Resident Evil 1 very much were like laying the groundwork for what the series blossoms into, and it seems like Silent Hill 2 and Resident Evil 2 are like, okay, we made this concept, now we're going to try to improve upon it in every way conceivable.
Yep.
Well, it will be kind of weird because we're going remake.
The remake of 1 to the original 2.
Yeah.
But even then,
It should still be pretty similar.
they still, I
Still
mean,
tank control.
yeah.
Yep. It's same gameplay formula.
Yeah, it's not like
Look.
playing Resident Evil 4 or the modern Resident Evil 2 remake or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm not a graphics buff or anything.
Yeah, I love good graphics, but I also heavily
I love old
Me-
graphics.
yeah, me
I
too.
admire old graphics
stylized.
looking as good as they do sometimes just because it's impressive for the time, and other times, yeah, a game doesn't have to, like, I mean, some of the models in Final Fantasy VII are atrocious, but then the rest of the game is just stylized so pretty, and like, again, game doesn't have to look fucking
Well, if
photorealistic to be perfect or fun or good.
Resident Evil 2 OG has an option for 3D controls, we should probably do that, just like we did for Resident Evil Remake.
I found a mod for 2 and 3 that I'm gonna install and mess around with and see how well.
To talk about Game Bunny, talk. Jesus Christ, my brain. Not to Game Bunny. He's cool though. We need to talk to Video Vomit before we play Silent Hill 2, because he had sent us.
What he did to play.
Yeah,
it.
that was like it had stuff from like the PlayStation edition. This was like a year ago now, but you had read it and you were excited about what it included because it was like a account. So never mind.
We could probably play and beat Born from a Dream in one session. That's the bonus content.
For Silent Hill 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I can't call it DLC.
because it didn't
because
really
it came
exist.
out.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all for us this time. Thanks to anyone that tuned in and was hanging out with us. We'll be back for more next week. Well, we should be streaming weekly, pretty regularly again. We were just working on that video. So, yeah. Thank you guys.
See you later.
See you later. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, no.